Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. So last week I celebrated my 25th birthday, which feels so weird to say, honestly. Like, I think about just being in New York, and next month it will mark 7 years of me living in New York, which is crazy because it's flown by. I always think of my grandmother always saying, like, every time I would show up for Christmas, and like as a kid she'd always be like, you've grown so much so fast, and like in my head I'm like, what? Like, school went by like just this month was so slow. But it's true, the older you get, I feel like time just flies by, and I feel old saying that, but it's really so true. And I think it has a lot to do with my job and how I'm like flying here to flying there, flying here, home for one day, thinking about the next trip. I'm never like slowing down and just sitting around waiting for time to pass, so it all just goes by so quickly. But yes, I turned 25. I celebrated my birthday. It was like actually the first time really having a birthday party as an adult, I guess. I mean, I had them as a kid, but I haven't had like a real birthday party since I was probably 16. So it was really fun. I usually hate celebrating my birthday. I really don't like the attention on me. I'm like shiver at the thought of my friends bringing out a cake. And my friends sent me on my birthday to my party a sing-a-gram, which was this grown man who dressed as a baby, was dancing and like made me dance, and it was super embarrassing but hilarious. So we celebrated in New York on Saturday. We celebrated at one of my favorite restaurants called Miss Lily's, which was really cool because it was very casual, chill vibes. It's a Jamaican restaurant, and like we had spicy jerk chicken and mac and cheese, and we danced to dance hall music, and it was really relaxed and fun, and all my friends were there. And then the following day we flew to Miami because it was Miami Art Basel, and my birthday is always smack dab in the middle of Art Basel. So, and since my boyfriend is in art, he had to be there for work, so if I wanted to celebrate my birthday with him, I had to be there, which was a great excuse to get out of the city because it's been super cold and miserable here. So me, my girlfriends Daphne, Iris, and Annika, we flew to Miami and we chilled on the beach, got sun, which was much needed. And then at night there were a ton of fashion events. There was a CR party, a Vanity Fair, Louis Vuitton. Where else did we go? I mean, there was so many events every single night, which was really cool because it was like everyone from New York and from fashion I got to see. And my birthday was on December 5th, which was on a Wednesday. So we went to a really nice dinner at my favorite Casa Tua and had cacio pepe and pigged out on some pasta, had some cake, danced, and hopped around to a few events and parties. But it was really fun. It was super chill. It was super laid back. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I usually don't like celebrating my birthday. And I think it's something that a lot of models like know in their head and never really talk about is age and how scary it is getting older, because especially in this industry, nothing's guaranteed, and you could be hot and killing it one season and then no one know who you are the following season. And I think now especially the industry changes so much, and girls are in and out and in and out, and like it used to be, you know, Kate, Cindy, Naomi, like those girls lasted a lifetime in the industry, and now like you never really see girls lasting that long. It's really rare to see a girl have a 10-year long career. And you know, I think I started full-time when I was 18. I did a few shoots starting at 15, 16 because of school. I couldn't do it full-time. I really wanted to graduate. So I started when I was 18. And I mean, I remember, I will never forget being backstage at the Prada show. And it was my first show ever. And I remember seeing like Natasha Poly and like, you know, the girls at the time that I really looked up to, and I thought in my head, I remember telling my mom, because she was backstage with me, I told her, I was like, I really hope I'm modeling when I'm their age. Like, I hope I make it, which is so crazy because now that I think about it, they were probably the age I am now, and I looked up to them so much, and now I'm that age, and I'm like, oh my god, that's so scary. I was shooting a month ago with a girl, and she was 17, and we were shooting and she was like, how old are you? And I told her and she was like, what? She was like, I hope I'm modeling at that age. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, because in retrospect, in the real world, if you say you're 25, that's young. But in the modeling world, it's not that young. And I mean, I personally think that girls that are in their mid-20s, late 20s, or when they're really at their peak and really have developed as women and know their bodies and in my opinion, become better models. They know how to move better in front of the camera. They're more comfortable. At 18 years old, your body's changing so much. You don't know who you are. It's like weird and uncomfortable to portray this very confident woman in front of the camera when you're still growing yourself. So I think that, in my opinion, I think age is really beautiful, and I think I'm really happy with the age that I am now, but it is a thing in the modeling world. Like, no girl ever really wants to say their real age, and because, you know, when you start and when you're the hot new girl in town or the fresh new face that everyone wants to book, you're young, you're 17, you're 18, and I mean, I have some friends that even started modeling full-time when they were 14, and that's when, you know, you really make your way into the industry, and you're so young. But I mean, I'm fortunate enough to have been in this industry as long as I have, and I love my job and I love what I do, and I'm really confident of the person I am now and the age that I am now. And just like turning 25 and seeing that cake with a 2 and a 5, I like, honestly, it's so crazy, and I know it sounds really dramatic, but I just remember moving to the city and being 18, and like, I would never have imagined that I would be in New York with my own apartment, with a boyfriend, with a dog, always working, and like all my friends. Because when I first started, I didn't know a soul moving to New York, not a single person. And now I feel like New York is home. I have a family here that are my friends, and like, we all bond and we all share the same connection of being from different places and being here. And it's like crazy how much can change in just a short amount of time and how fast it flies by. But I mean, I think reflecting over the years of not only modeling but just growing as a person and being 25 years old, like, I even think about on Thanksgiving, I had 2 older cousins, Natalie and Sarah. And I remember when they were like 16 and 18, I was very young, and I remember thinking they were so cool, and I looked up to them so much. And I'll never forget when one of them brought home their fiance, and I was like, like, she's old now, she's an adult, like, she's not cool anymore. Like, and now that I'm at that age, it's such a weird feeling. It's such a crazy feeling. But in retrospect, 25 is extremely young in the real world, and in any world it's very young. But I think it's an interesting year because you're not 20 and you're not 30, you're in the middle. Like, I have some friends that are younger than me that are 20, 21, and like, they're going out every night, they have a new phone number every week because they're losing their phones. And then I have some friends that are married and having kids, and like, you're in this weird between, because it's like, I'm not that young and immature, but I'm also like not that mature in my life yet. And it's like this like really like weird feeling that I have felt last year and this year. It's like, which one am I supposed to be? But I don't know. I think it's an interesting age, and I've learned so much. I mean, New York itself can shape and make and break you, but it really has made me into the person that I am, and I'm so fortunate of it. But yeah, 25, I'm really interested to see what 25 has in store. 24 was a great year, but yeah, I'm just fortunate enough to really be surrounded by great people and girlfriends and guy friends and be living here. And this year especially, it was just so much fun on my birthday, dancing with all my girlfriends, eating food, laughing, and chilling on the beach. And yeah, so I think that if someone asks your age, you should tell them your age, because with age and growing older, you only get better, in my opinion, at least. For this birthday video, I'm wearing one of my favorite birthday presents from my friend Rowan, and it's so funny. I can only wear it at home. It's a little bit narcissistic, but it's a hoodie with all of my Instagram pictures that I've ever uploaded on Instagram. It's basically just pictures of myself, but I love it. It's like such great memories on here, and it's like super cozy as well. And stay tuned for next week's post because it's going to be, well, I'll just give you a hint. It's going to be stories about all of these photos. So thanks for tuning in and comment below. I want to hear from you guys.
Upside down, bouncing off the ceiling, inside out. Change it to the feeling. Got no clue what I should do. Oh, I'll go crazy if I can get into you.
Madison. Pink and blue, that's right.